Some questions we are taking up based on graph. Okay, here as you can see over here, first the temperature is increasing, then it is remaining constant in this part. The temperature is not changing. Then again, over here in this part, the temperature of the liquid is increasing. And then the temperature of the liquid remains constant. The temperature is not changing, whatever this temperature is.
Sure, we write that part afterwards.
Afterwards, I will ask you to write once the explanation is done. Okay. And then again, the temperature over here of the gas is increasing. The first question is, what is the melting point of the substance? We are supposed to see that this part is the solid, this part is the part of the graph where the temperature of the solid is increasing. From this point to this point, the two red dots that I have marked, the temperature is remaining constant. The temperature is not changing. The temperature is 17 degrees Celsius. This is going to be the melting point of substance. So the first answer to this question is 17 degrees Celsius. The next question that is there is, what happens to the temperature while the substance changes the state? The temperature is going to remain constant as we have written in that definition. See part, the graph shows the substance takes longer to boil than to melt. You can see this line is bigger. This line is shorter. Okay. Now what does this mean? Suggest the reason for this. The reason for this is, here you see this is taking longer time. It means more amount of heat is required to convert liquid into gaseous state. I am repeating my statement. This line is longer than this one. The upper line is longer than the lower line. Okay. This means that the amount of heat required to convert from liquid to gas is more than the amount of heat that is required to convert from solid to liquid. That's why this line is shorter, because it is requiring lesser amount of heat to become from solid to liquid. And obviously here this line is bigger than the lower one. So therefore more amount of heat is required to convert from liquid state to gaseous state. This is the reasoning that is given for the same mass. This is important. Solid requires lesser amount of heat to melt, that is latent heat, that we will do definition in physics, than the liquid to boil, that is the liquid to get converted into gaseous state. The next question, D part, how can you tell that the substance is not water? You know boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, and here the boiling point, this is the line which is going to give you the boiling point. The boiling point is 115 degrees Celsius. This shows that the liquid given to you is not water. The last question, the F part which is there, sketch a rough heating curve for pure water. Obviously, its boiling point should be 100 degrees Celsius and its melting point of ice should be 0 degrees Celsius. So for heating curve for pure water is going to be like this, okay, where solid to liquid, this part, this temperature should be 0 degrees Celsius, and liquid to water vapor, that is gas, this temperature should be 100 degrees Celsius. This is heating curve for pure water. Why do we call this heating curve? Because here the temperature is increasing. This is the parts at which the substance is melting. It means in this point, suppose if I ask you at this point, this is the point that I give you. Look at the red dot. The substance is in which state if I ask you? It means some solid has melted into liquid and some solid has to melt. At this point, if I'm going to consider, if I ask you, suppose I'm just marking these points as, suppose say A, B, C, D, E, and F. I've marked all the points as A, B, C, D, E, F. If I'm asking you the question, between which 2 points the process of melting is taking place, what will be your answer? I am repeating my question. Between which 2 points the process of melting is taking place?
B and C and D.
No, here melting is not taking place for D.
B
Here
and C.
it is only B and C. Only for B and C melting is taking place, because once it has reached at this point C, then completely the solid has converted into liquid. At point C, at this point, solid has got completely converted into liquid. It means the process of melting is over. All the solid has got converted into liquid. Now from C to D, the temperature of liquid is rising. The temperature of liquid is increasing. Again, at D, the temperature is reaching 100 degrees Celsius. All the liquid which is there, it has reached to the temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. At point D, we are talking about. Okay. So at this temperature, 100 degrees Celsius, from point D to E, now the process of boiling has started. It means some part of it will be in the liquid state, some part of it will be in the vapor state. It will be a mixture of liquid and gas. At point E, pay attention to point E. At this point, the process of boiling is complete. All the liquid has converted into gaseous state. From E to F, now the temperature of the gas, that is water vapor, is increasing. So if I ask you a question, between which 2 points the substance is completely in the solid state, what will be your answer?
A and B.
Did you understand that? I'm asking the question, between which 2 points the substance has to be in the solid state. Okay, solid state is over here. This is solid state. So between A and B, it has to be in solid state only. If the question is asked, between which 2 points the substance is in the liquid state, it has to be between C and D. And finally, if I ask you between which points the substance has to be in the gaseous state, it has to be between E and F. I have recorded all the parts. Just review this video, revise it 2-3 times. You will get a very clear picture, and then you will be able to answer all of these kind of questions. I just want you to copy down everything, whatever I have explained you. If you still further have any questions, you can ask me. You can take down from this, and then you can copy down the next part of the screen, which I have already sent to you. At this point, if you are asking, what is the temperature of the substance at that point? Temperature, you should always look like this. The temperature is 115 degrees Celsius. Correct? At this point, okay, all the liquid has got converted into gaseous state. At this point, the red dot that I have marked, it means everything, all the liquid has become gaseous. Now, when you increase the temperature, obviously everything is in the gaseous state, so the temperature of the gas is going to increase. This is the next red line curve that I have marked. Any other questions? You can ask.
No, sir.
Otherwise, you refer to this video very well, and then still you can come back with your questions.